Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting presents Nokomis Varsity Basketball. Tonight, the Hampden Academy Broncos take on our own Nokomis Warriors. Tape live January 17th, 2024 from Newport, Maine at Nokomis Regional High. And bringing tonight's game, Abby, Karen, and Hallie Coots.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's game at 6:30 here at Nokomis Regional High. Our boys are on the road playing at Hampden, but Hallie and I are going to bring you tonight's game here at Nokomis, where your Lady Warriors are playing the Hampden Broncos. So our girls are sitting ninth in Class A North with a record of 2-9, coming out of a loss to Messalonsky on the road with a final score of 35-57. That's Messalonsky's only win. Meso is sitting 10th in Class A North. I unfortunately wasn't able to watch that game, but I'm certain these girls are going to leave that in the past and focus on tonight's game, where we're going to be taking on Hampden once again. Hampden sitting 4th in Class A North with a record of 5-4. Hampden just took a tough loss to Bangor. Bangor's second in AA Class North with a record of 8-3, so definitely some tough competition there. But our girls are going to be ready to come out, and we really need that win tonight. Last time our girls played home, we played Mount Blue. I was lucky enough to announce that game with Mr. Brown. Our girls came out with that win, and the Bear Stop player of the game went to Delaney Ranlett. She had an outstanding second half of the game, and I'm really hoping to see our girls play similar to how they played in that Mount Blue game. You know, our communication was there, our passing was very good. We were taking shots from beyond the arc. Sadly, we're missing a key player, Addison Hawthorne, out on injury. Not completely sure if she's back on the court tonight, but I think we really need her tonight, so hopefully we hear her name in that starting lineup. We really need that win tonight. It's going to help our heel points. You need to be 8th to make playoffs, so right now our girls are outside of playoffs looking in. So, Hallie, what are you really looking forward to in this game? Are you looking for communication, lots of threes? What are you looking for?
I think that we need to step up our defense game. We really need to keep them outside of the paint, and handle the ball well. We grab the ball, but we pass it off, and our opposing team gets the ball back, and we just need to handle the ball well.
Yeah, so we're going to hand it over to our athletic director, Simon Elias. I'm not sure if we're doing color guard tonight or not, but we'll see you back after announcements.
Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for today's regular season matchup between the visiting Broncos of Hampden Academy and your Nokomis Warriors. We hope you enjoyed today's game and support these athletes, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Now let's meet the starting lineups first for the Broncos. A senior, number 10, Lucy Wiles. A freshman, number 12, Eve Wiles. A junior, number 23, Caitlin Murphy. A senior, number 31, Destiny Moores. And a freshman, number 33, Caitlin Adams. The Broncos are coached by Nick Winchester and assisted by Chad Bradbury. And now make some noise for your Nokomis Warriors. A senior, number 11, Emberly Michoud. A junior, number 12, Danica Migliori. A sophomore, number 20, Reagan King. A sophomore, number 34, Briley Bollier. And a junior, number 44, Addison Hawthorne. The Warriors are coached by Kyle Peavy and assisted by Adam King, Kate Rush, and April McAlpine. The officials for tonight's game are Chad Graffam and Chuck Hogan. At this time, would you all please rise and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem by the Nokomis Pep Band.
So it does indeed look like Addie Hawthorne is part of our starting lineup, and that's awesome for us as our team. It's going to be great. We need Addie Hawthorne on the post. We need her to, use her strength and honestly take those charges. She's very good she's very strong. So last time I watched her play before she was out on injury, she had a couple charges. She just is very good at putting her hands up and taking that charge, and we're really going to need that tonight. We're going to want to stay out of foul trouble, because when we get into that foul trouble, we don't really have a bench to help us when we're in foul trouble. So it's going to be important to stay out of it.
Yes, exactly. Addie's a big part of this team, and it's helpful to have her on here.
So the Warriors are going to win the tip. Migliori with it now. Excellent D there by Willis. A little off from the three. It's going to be Hampden ball. Wiles bring it up. She goes up for two, and it doesn't fall. King tries to get the rebound, but Adams gets it for the Broncos. Murphy with it now. Over to Adams. Around to Moores. Moores to Murphy, who takes for three, and it doesn't fall. King's going to get the rebound for the Warriors. She's going to bring it up. She's going to bounce past Hawthorne on post. Hawthorne's going to try to go up for two. No foul called. King gets the rebound there and tries to go up for two, but it gets knocked out of bounds, so it's going to be Warrior ball on their own end. Mishu passing it into Bollier. Bollier to Migliori. Migliori's going to look. She's going to see King. King's going to take for a deep three, and it's going to be good.
Good shot by Reagan King right there.
Wiles over to Murphy. Wiles with it now, again. Out to Wiles again, who takes up for two, and it's good. Looks like we have sisters on the court.
Yep.
We'll try to use first names with the sisters. Migliori around to Addison Hawthorne, who's going to put up for two, and it's not going to fall. Adams is going to get the rebound for the Broncos. Lucy Wiles takes for two, doesn't fall. Looks like Adams gets the rebound. She gets fouled on as she goes up for two, so she's going to go to the line.
Abby, I have to ask you a question here.
Yes.
How do you know the name so well? Do you look down and then look at their number and figure it out? You're doing a really good job at that.
It depends. Honestly, I have my games. Like last game, I could not learn their names to save my life, but I don't know. It's just
Just talent, no. I'd be calling the numbers. I couldn't be that quick.
Adams' first shot was good. Her second shot wasn't. Hawthorne gets the rebound. Murphy's, starting to press there on Hawthorne. King with it now. She's in the paint. She's going to pass out to Migliori, who takes for a deep three, and it's good. 2 threes right out of the ball gate here, guys. Lucy Wiles over to her sister, Eve. Adams takes for three, and it's good.
A lot of threes so far in this game.
Definitely. It's going to be important for our girls to stay on their toes. And right out of the gate here, they're staying with the Broncos, if not, even taking charge. So we need it to stay this way. Looks like King's going to go to the line. Foul was on Lucy Wiles. King misses the first one, but she gets another one. Second one doesn't fall either. Adams comes down with the rebound. She's going to bounce pass to Murphy. Murphy around to Lucy Wells. Around to Eve. Moores with it now. Moores is finally getting her hands on the ball here. Adams is going to take up for 2, and it's going to be good. Migliori bringing it up for the Warriors. Migliori, I think in that situation, she was trying to see King. I think she was hoping that King was going to move out, but I think King was stuck. So, just a little miscommunication there. It happens. It's going to be a timeout called on the Broncos. So we're going to take some sponsors now.
Yeah, let's look at our sponsors here. So this is our first level Burgundy sponsor. Casa Cattle, 249-2191. Clark's LLC, 368-4766. Camden National Bank, 368-4382. DT Lawn Care, 270-0342. And D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, 938-2578. Thank you very much for being sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.
All right, so we have the Broncos leading by 2, right in the first quarter here, so we're going to see what happens. We have Moores with it now. She's going to bounce pass to Lucy Wells. Shot isn't going to be good, so King's going to get the rebound. She's going to rush up court. She's going to see Migliori on the arc. Migliori's going to try to see King. King had her back too, so it was very difficult there for King. Murphy over to Moore. Sorry, that's Adams. Adam takes for 3, and it's good.
She's made 9 points so far in this game. She's definitely their lead scorer.
King tries to take for a shot, and it doesn't fall. Adams is going to come down. She's going to move and see Moore up court. Moore over to Murphy, to Eve Wells. Up for 2, no good. Briley Bollier comes down with the rebound. Migliori. In that situation, Coach Peavy was a little frustrated. We can hear him up here, so he has every right to be, Hallie. I mean, he's doing an excellent job with these girls, and just in that situation, no one was moving to help Migliori out, so that's a tough situation.
All right, girls, let's look at some more sponsors. This is our mid-level white sponsors, Sebascook Valley Federal Credit Union, 368-4940 in Newport and 487-5576 in Pittsfield. A.E. Robinson, Corinna, 278-4626. Newport Entertainment Center, 368-2490. And Newport Glass, 368-5698. Thank you very much to these mid-level white sponsors. We're always taking new sponsors, so if you're interested in putting your business out here, call me here at the high school, 368-4354.
Yes, big thank you to our sponsors. Wouldn't be here without you. We appreciate everything you do for us. You put on Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, and we appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Emberly Mishu with it now. Gonna pass it in to Hawthorne. Don't know what I'm talking about for a second there. Migliori, King open, but Migliori's going to go for 2, and it doesn't fall. Lucy Wells comes down with the rebound. She's going to rush up court for the Broncos. She's in the paint now. Migliori's going to say no. It's going to be called for a jump ball. Excellent defense there by Migliori. She's helping her team out there. It's just stepping up. King maybe needed help on the defensive end there. So Migliori came in, stepped up, and helped her.
Yeah, that was excellent defense by Danica Migliori.
Moore is going to throw it in there to Decents, who's come into the game there for the Broncos. It's going to be a foul call to push. Moore into Lucy Wells, who takes for 3, and it's a little air ball there, but
Looked pretty good on my end. I thought it was in, but just off.
DeSantis, she tried to save. I thought that was an excellent save, seeing her in the air, but ref called it out of bounds. Migliori out to Mishu, who's going to take for 3, and it's good. Wiles to Wiles, around to Moore. Lucy Wiles with it now. Around to Higgins, who's come into the game. She takes for 3. Elizabeth Parker's come into the game for the Warriors. Emberly Mishu with it now. Nice little save there. Moore comes in and just slaps that ball out of there. King's going to get it, thankfully. That's a turnover we don't want here tonight, so it's going to be important that it's a 5-second call. So like we said earlier, communication, maybe we're not really seeing too much of that tonight, and maybe we need to see more of it.
Yes. Need to move around more, call for the ball, and put up more shots.
Excellent defense there by Migliori.
Was.
She's going to go up for 2, and it doesn't fall.
Randlet tries to get the rebound, but just accidentally pushes it around on the way. And some subs come in for Hampden Broncos. Also for our Nokomis Warriors, too, I see.
You look down, you look up, and you're like, oh, that player came in. We have Maddie Roundy who came in for the Warriors. Also Delaney Randlip and Elizabeth Parker. King takes for 3, and it's good.
Pretty shot right there. And our game is tied.
Definitely going to be an interesting game, Hallie. It's going to be a good game for sure.
Yeah, we just need to keep up our defense and pass it around and make our shots like we have been.
It's going to be a turnover to our Warriors, which is good. We love those calls. It's going to be a charge. Kind of missed that play there, to be honest with you, but it's turnover to us. It's in our favor, so we like that.
Sometimes you're so zoned in that you just miss it. You're looking
Absolutely.
in, watching it, and you're like, oh, I just missed it.
King out to Migliori. Slips out of Migliori's hands. Thankfully, King was there. Migliori takes for 3, and it doesn't fall. A little hand there by Elizabeth Parker gets it out to Maddie Roundy. Maddie Roundy around to Migliori, who takes for 3, and it's short. So it's going to be Bronco ball.
Addie Hawthorne goes in for Regan King. A little sub there.
Just a quick shout out to our student broadcast tonight. We've got 4 great students helping with tonight's game. Yes, McKenna Jura on camera, Mallory Smith on camera, Hallie Coots, and Abby Karen announcing. Thank you to our Nokomis students.
Lucy Wiles is going to bring it up for the Broncos. Around to DeSantis, who takes for 2, and it's not good. Maddie Roundy comes down with that rebound. Danica Migliori is going to bring it up for the Warriors. She's going to be charged for, called for a block, excuse me. Maddie Roundy's going to see Elizabeth Parker in the paint. Doesn't fall in Elizabeth's favor, so Higgins is going to get the rebound, sorry. Lucy Wells is going to go up for 2, and she's going to get fouled on, so she's going to go to the line.
I like how you can always hear Coach Peavy yelling some sort of play or telling them to move around, pass it. Down there, you can, even from the broadcasting booth with my supposedly soundproof headphones, I can hear him yelling and pointing.
A little commotion on the floor there. Danica Migliori takes a little hand to the face there by Murphy, but that doesn't stop Migliori. Migliori tries to bounce pass it into Parker there, but Adams was just there for that, and Murphy's going to go for 3, and it's going to be good. A little tough end of the quarter there. Your Warriors are down by 4. I think we're going to do some sponsors, and then me and Hallie are going to come back and look over some points. Turning it over to Mr. Brown now.
Yeah, thank you very much, girls. I want to thank our main sponsors for Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. First off, Gilman Electrical Supply, 368-4306 for all your electrical needs. And Bears One Stop, 368-2230 for all your convenience store needs. These two businesses have really stepped up to the plate and become our main player of the game sponsors. I want to thank them especially tonight. And tonight we will, at the end of the game, have our Bears One-Stop player of the game.
All right, we want to look over some points real quick. Definitely hoping to increase our points here on the board. Handing it over to you, Hallie.
All right, so for Nokomis, I have 2 points from Emberly Mishu, Danica Migliori with 3, Reagan King with 6 points, and then for Hampden, I have Eve Wiles with 2, Caitlin Murphy with 3, and Caitlin Adams with, 8.
All right.
10. Sorry,
10.
Apparently I can't count.
No, you're okay.
No, freshman here. See if we can count. Ooh.
King over to Roundy. Roundy to Hawthorne, who takes for 3, and it doesn't fall. Murphy's going to get the rebound for the Broncos. She's going to bring it up court. She's going to look. She's going to see Adams around to Moores. Moores to Wiles. She takes for the 2, and it's good. Reagan King over to Hawthorne, who's going to take for 3, and it's good.
I think that was only 2 there, though. I didn't see hands go up. Was it 3?
I think it was 2.
Dang. Well, either way, good shot.
Yeah, a deep 2 there. That was a beautiful deep 2. Murphy around to Wiles, sorry. Into descent to Moores. Oh my gosh, now I can't talk. Montgomery Rice has come in for Hampden. Deep 2 taken from Wiles.
Which Wiles there? Sorry, I missed that one, Abby.
That was 12. That was Eve.
Thank you.
Boy, one thing about this Hampden team, girls, if you've noticed, man, they can shoot. You can't give them much time for that open shot. They surely can play some great offense. Nokomis is going to have to step up their defense for sure.
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Brown.
It's definitely going to be an interesting game, that's for sure. I couldn't agree with Mr. Brown more. Our defense is just, we're kind of snoozing when it comes to defense. And on offense, we need to communicate more. We need to get open. We need to be there for whoever has the ball. We need to move. So Hampden kind of sort of running a zone. Danica Migliori had 3 on her there. So Hampden's definitely trying to tighten their defense on the Warriors. Danica puts up for 2, and it's good. So Murphy has it now over to Moore. Moore back over to Murphy. Excellent defense there by Hawthorne. Moore, Murphy. Murphy's telling Adams to move. Murphy's going to go and see Moore's from the outside of the arc. She's going to take, and it's not going to fall. Hawthorne's going to get the rebound. King's going to go and just take for the three. Oh, I thought that was going in. I was really hoping that was going in.
Bounced every which way, but not in.
Jump ball there by Delaney Randlett and Madeline Roundy. Excellent skills right there. We have some subs. Adams to Eve Wells. I think I'm going to mess it up every time tonight. So, Lucy Wiles.
Last names are hard.
Moore takes for the shot, and it doesn't fall. Hawthorne with it now. King, who's going to go right to the paint, right for two, and gets fouled on. It's going to be a block. King's going to go to the line for two. And we need these 2 points there, King. I believe the foul was on Destiny Moores.
Foul shots at the end of the game are huge all throughout the game. I mean, she missed her first 2, missed the third, and we'll see how she does in this last one. But end game, foul shots are big part of this game. And she makes that one.
Lucy Wiles. Oh my goodness. Over to Eve Wiles. Bounce pass over to Moore, to Murphy, around to Adams. Adams to Lucy Wiles. Goes up for 2, and it's good. King with it now. Tries to get it out to Hawthorne. Murphy gets a hand on that, so I believe it's going to be, it's going to be Warrior ball. Emberly Mishu into King. King's going to take for a deep 2, and it's not going to fall. Really kind of hoping Briley Burlier would have stepped up there and got that rebound, but Murphy gets it instead. Eve Wiles is going to take for 3, and it doesn't fall. King gets the rebound. King up court to Migliori. It's going to be called white ball. Emberly's going to pass it into Hawthorne. Hawthorne right on that post, right where she needed to be, right timing. Puts it up for 2, and the 2's good. Lucy Wiles bringing it up for the Broncos. She's going to pass it out to her sister, Eve, and Eve's going to take for a deep 2, and it's going to be good. Little senior freshman duo there from the sisters on the court for the Hampden side. So
I was just about to comment on that.
It's pretty cool.
Yes, Eve Wild's doing a very nice job here. And her sister too, of course.
It's going to be a jump ball, so it's going to be white. Emberly Mishu into Reagan King. Back out to Emberly Mishu. Emberly over to Migliori. Back out to King. King over to Mishu, who takes for 3, and it's not good. It's going to be a foul called. Not sure if that was on King or Migliori, but it was on King. So it's going to be Bronco ball.
I'll be the booth ref up here. Oh my goodness, sorry. Booth ref up here, but I don't know.
That's a
Maybe
really
it was a little slab, but tough D there.
Adams out to Moore. DeSantis. The 3's taken and isn't good by Adams. Hampden Broncos coach calling a full timeout. So I think we're going to look at some sponsors real quick. 23-18 going in. We're in the second quarter now, excuse me. So handing it over to Mr. Brown.
Yeah, just a little bit more detail on these sponsors. Abby, can you tell us a little bit more about Casa Cattle?
So Cass Cattle, we have a farm store actually, and we went self-served. We have plenty of meat and pork, beef, chicken, eggs, anything really. We are supporting local businesses and selling like freeze-dried candy.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
A little boy, his name's Finn, he makes it. It's awesome. Awesome.
Great, thank you. And Casa Cattle, of course, you can call 249-2191 for any of their products. Thanks again for our Burgundy-level sponsors.
I don't know if you viewers at home can hear this, but the pep band is loud and proud today. It's awesome to hear them come out here.
I'm definitely so glad that we,
there's a shot of our pep band right there, guys. They do a great job. Shane Cloutier leads this group here he's a great teacher here at the high school. Very happy to have our band. Because, come tournament time, for me, the bands are key. I think they bring a lot of spirit to the school.
I couldn't agree more. They just get that energy up. They're just, it's just awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Migliori takes for the three, and the three's good. That's just what we needed. We're cutting down that lead for the Broncos. Feet are moving. Energy is up. We need to be on our toes, definitely. Because Adams is going to take the three, and she's going to make it. So definitely need to be on our toes here. Migliori looks to King. King over to Mishu.
Good defense on the Broncos there.
Absolutely. Adams is going to bring it up for deep two taken and made by Moores. Definitely a little miscommunication there on the Warriors' part. From up here, I definitely think that it's affecting Reagan King. If I was her, I'd be mad too. I need help. Like, come to the ball, make good passes, things like that.
Yes. Speaking of good passes, that was an excellent drive, cut and pass, and shot.
So she's going to get one shot.
The basket did count?
Yes.
Okay.
Subs are going to come in. Eve Wiles is going to come back in, and so is Maddie Roundy. And her shot's going to be good. Murphy back to Lucy Wiles. Around to her sister, Eve. Adams. Back over to Murphy, who takes for three. The three isn't good. It's going to be Broncos ball on their own side. DeCentes for three, and it's not good, but King comes down with that rebound. King to Roundy, that's a close call there. That was a 50-50 chance, but Roundy was really there. Excellent offense there by Roundy, trying not to let the Broncos get that jump ball. So Briley Brolier is going to go up for two. She's going to get fouled on, and she's going to go to the line to take two. We're only down by 4 with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the second quarter. So I definitely think our girls are definitely hanging in there, and they're doing an excellent job staying on their toes, keeping up with these girls.
Yes, they are. Hopefully they keep up that fire and drive and end up winning the game. Just got to stay hot here.
Higgins has come into the game now for the Broncos. Briley Bullier makes her second shot. Murphy over to Eve Wiles. Back over to Murphy. Around to Adams. Adams to DeSantis. Excellent pickup there by Higgins. She's right in the paint. She's going to go up for two. Doesn't get fouled. Doesn't make the shot either. But our Warriors are going to come down for the rebound. King in the paint. Goes up for two. It doesn't fall. And Higgins gets the rebound. DeSantis over to Adams. Adams out to Murphy, who takes for the three. And it's good.
Nice looking shot there by Keelan Murphy.
Migliori into Briley Burlier. Back over to Migliori. Excellent defense there by Murphy. Migliori's going to pass back out. The three.
That was kind of confusing to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was. The three was taken by King. Murphy had a hand on it. Migliori tried to save it in, but it went off Roundy's feet, so it's Hampden ball now with 27 seconds left. Eve Wiles over to DeSantis, into Higgins. Higgins out to Adams. Adams takes for three in the last seconds. Doesn't make it. Rebound, hits Reagan King, so allows Adams to get her rebound. Migliori is going to rush up court. She's going to take for the shot. It's not going to fall. Murphy tries to dribble.
Ooh.
Addison Hawthorne picks up her dribble. Goes up for two. Gets fouled on. So she's going to go to the line. Foul was on Caitlin Murphy.
First shot is good. We have two subs coming in. Really Mishu and Delaney Randler for the shooter, but I'm not sure she'll get in. 3.8 seconds left.
Hawthorne's second shot isn't good. Murphy takes for the last shot. It isn't good. Goes out of bounds. 0.5, half a second left. And it's going to be Warrior ball. Coach Peavy's telling run diamond, and the Hampden Broncos coach is saying no fouls. Emberly, Mishu's going to see Danica Migliori. Tough situation there. Nothing you can really do. Going into halftime, we have a 31-26. Your Nokomis Warriors are down. I definitely think that there's definitely a high chance that they're going to come back after this halftime. They're going to take a little break. Kyle Peavy's going to talk to them. It's going to be good. It's going to be a game. Hallie, what do you think so far? This is a good game.
Yeah, it really is. It's been good to watch. There's been a lot of moving around, cuts, a lot of shots made. I've seen a lot of three-pointers. It's been really awesome watching this game, and I want to see how our Nokomis Warriors stick in and fight till the end for this game, for this win.
Absolutely. Our girls, ninth, actually, we're competing. We are giving the fourth seed a run for their money so far, and it's just amazing. Good part on our girls. It's definitely going to be a interesting second half. We're going to see you after halftime. Don't go anywhere. Stick around because it's going to be a good game, folks.
Before we get back to the game, first, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Hampden National Bank, 79 Main Street in Newport, 207-368-4382. Casa Cattle, 151 Nokomis Road in Corinna, 207-249-2191. Clark's LLC, 607 Elm Street in Newport, 207-368-4766. DT Lawn Care, 158 Libby Hill Road in Newport, 207-270-0342. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, 557 Todd's Corner Road in St. Albans, 207-938-2578. Sebastopol Valley Federal Credit Union, 87 Moosehead Trail in Newport, 207-368-4940. Newport Glass, 162 Elm Street in Newport, 207-368-5698. A.E. Robinson of Corinna, 60 Newport Road in Corinna, 207-278-4626. Newport Entertainment Center, 26 Main Street in Newport, 207-368-2490. And our co-player of the game sponsors, Gilman Electrical Supply, 53 Main Street in Newport, 207-368-4306, and Bears One Stop, 80 Moosehead Trail in Newport, 207-368-2230. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors from Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting and all of Warrior Nation.
All right, we are back here for second half action. Take it away, girls.
All right, Hallie, the floor is yours.
What
Yours with the points.
I was like,
let us know what we
I was
got
thinking,
for points.
what do you mean here?
Scores.
All right, so for our second half, Hampden scored 16 points. And for total scores, I have Lucy Wiles with 2, Eve Wiles with 8, Caitlin Murphy with 6, Destiny Moores with 2, and Caitlin Adams with 13. So she is their lead scorer here for Hampden Broncos. And for our Nokomis Warriors, I have Emily Mishu with 2, Danica Migliori with 8, Reagan King with 10, Bradley Boulier with 1, Addison Hawthorne with 5.
Nice. And while Lucy Wiles just put 2 more on the board, so it's definitely going to be interesting. You know, she's coming hot here right out of the gate for the third quarter. King tries to get it to Roundy. Adams gets a hand on that, so it should be Warrior ball. Miss you. Little bounce pass there to Migliori. She's going to dribble into the paint. She's going to pass it back out to Roundy. You know, Roundy tries to get her hands on that. It was just a little above her head.
Just too much power for her. Just over.
I listened to you and your sister announce the other night, and your sister called it a softball throw. She's like, she softball throwed it across the court, and I was like, that is such a Mia thing to say, and I love that so much.
Right, the brain is always on softball. Always.
Well, I mean, it is
on
a
that
softball
mode.
throw, to
Right,
be
just
fair.
hucking
like,
it over, I know.
King with it now. She goes up for 2, and it's good.
Good drive.
Nice little layup there. Lucy Wiles. The 3 is taken and not good by Moore. DeSantis. Good defense by her. Hawthorne takes for the 3, and it doesn't fall. It's going to be Bronco ball. Took me a second there. I was kind of delayed. Caught myself watching the game. You know, I forgot I was supposed to be announcing. That happens to me all the time. I don't know about you, but
I know, luckily I don't have to call all the moves like of the game. I'm just kind of chilling back, listening to you, adding in little comments, but I don't know. That's a little too much pressure for me to call everything.
Adams up for 2. Migliori tries to bounce pass it to Mishu. Mishu looks away that 1 second. That second that Migliori happened to pass it to her. Lucy Wiles goes up for 2, gets fouled on, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Addison Hawthorne there. That's a tough call because, like, you could have taken the chance that she missed the layup, that she was going in too fast and she missed it. But then you take the chance that, you know, you foul her and she goes to the line. She still gets the opportunity to take for 2. But when she goes to the line, she has time to prepare herself and really focus on those shots. So
Exactly. Tough there.
because she makes both, so it still technically counts as that layup, you know?
Yep. And like we said before, foul shots are a big part of this game.
Absolutely.
They can come back and bite you in the end, honestly.
Miss you. A little handoff there to King. Over to Mishu. Bounce pass into Migliori, who's going to see King in the paint. It's going to be white ball. I'm not sure what the call is. I believe it's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on Lucy Wiles. She has 3 fouls tonight.
She'll have to watch out for that one.
Emberly into Migliori. Out to Hawthorne. Hawthorne over to Mishu.
Good hustle by both Mishu and, who's that down there? 33. Caitlin Adams, but Nokomis gets the ball.
Nice little turnover there for the Warriors. That's exactly what we need, especially in the second half, to come up with the lead and really slim down the Broncos and get back on top. It's going to be a timeout.
All right, girls, let's just talk a little bit more about our sponsors.
Let's.
A.E. Robinson in Kurna. Have you guys had their pizza over at A.E. Robinson in Kurna?
I don't think I have.
Abby, have you?
Yes.
Excellent
I've had some
pizza,
onion
right?
rings, though. Onion rings
Very
are
good pizza. Sebasco Valley Federal Credit Union. You guys are members. Abby, you work for Sebasco Valley Federal Credit Union.
I do, yeah.
Do you have a bank account over there?
I do.
Hallie? Okay, great. Yeah. Great bank here in town. And
We're a credit union. We're not a bank.
That's right. You're a credit union. Sorry. My bad.
Please, Mr. Brown.
Back to the game.
There is a
Back
difference.
to the game.
Danica Migliori into Roundy. Roundy tries to go up for two. She kind of stutters there. I don't know what was happening, but the Broncos have it now. Around to more to Lucy Wiles, who goes up for two. It doesn't fall. She comes back down with her own rebound, puts back up for two, and it's gonna fall. Reagan King up for two, doesn't fall. Lucy Wiles gets the rebound. Caitlin Murphy's going to bring it up. She's going to pass it to Eve Wiles, who's going to take for the shot. And
Almost like a pass to Reagan King, honestly. Like it.
yeah, you'll see that. That's okay. Migliori goes up for two. It doesn't fall. Lucy Wiles comes down for the rebound. She's going to go up right for the jump shot, and it's good.
Yeah, Abby, there's a reason I'm up here in the booth and not down there playing, because I would miss
me?
every shot.
I gotta give them credit. It looks easy from up here, but I'm awful at basketball. That's why I'm up here with you, Hallie. Like, it's bad.
All right,
Yeah.
girls, let's go back to our sponsors real quick. I'm going to ask you a few more questions. Newport Entertainment Center. Have you guys been bowling over there or played in their
Yes,
arcade?
recently. It's really awesome.
A lot of fun
there.
over there. Do you like the small balls or the bigger balls?
I
Gotta get the big
can't
balls.
really no. I like the small ones. I can't like the big ones. I can't like roll.
It's
They're
candle
too
pin.
heavy.
The small ones are candle pin bowling, right? I like those as well. What about Newport Glass, guys? For any of your glass needs, right? Windshields, windows, repair, Newport Glass is the place to be, right?
Yes, definitely. And
course.
I know that they're very good. Like they work around your own schedule
Yes,
too.
they are, and very happy to have those sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Girls, do you have any? Have you heard of any score from the boys' game? I've had some people ask about that. I have not heard myself.
Unfortunately,
I have
no.
Okay,
I
we'll try to
definitely,
update people if we hear.
I have no ties, but Abby might.
I definitely do. Hallie, could you take over play-by-play for a second? Maybe we could give that a try. You know, you got to get used to it. You're only a freshman. You're going to be here for the next 3 years, so.
Right, Elizabeth Parker went up for that one, but it did not fall. So the Broncos got the rebound there. Reagan King got the ball there from the turnover. Tough defense by the Hampden Broncos. Abby, your job is tough. I'm just watching it, and I'm like, oh, there's so much going on.
Excellent two taken there by Moore. She just saw that opportunity, took the ball, rushed it down court, went up for an easy layup. You know, King, she's going to go out and see Migliori in the paint. Migliori's going to go up for two. And that's going to be an easy foul called for Migliori. She is going to go to the line.
She'll have 2 shots.
Has she been to the line yet tonight? Do you,
No, she has not yet.
DeSentes is going to come, DeSentes, sorry, is going to come back in for the Broncos. I knew I said it wrong, that's why it took me a second.
Tough last names here. Second shot's good by Danica Migliori.
DeSantis back over to Wiles. Wiles over to Adams. Adams out to Higgins. Higgins takes for the deep 2. It doesn't fall. King comes down with the rebound. Migliori into King. King's going to try to do a little bounce pass there. Adams is just going to be there and take that opportunity away for the Warriors. Adams.
As this game moves on, you can really see the defense on both teams getting more aggressive, more pressure, and they want the ball, and you can see that. Obviously, people are on the floor fighting for it, so
Absolutely.
they want it.
You know, when I'm watching the game, I'm thinking it's a close game. Then I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I really thought, you know, this would be a closer game than what it is right now. Our girls still have that opportunity to come back and, you know, close that gap a little bit. But our girls are definitely hanging in there. Their defense is good. Their offense is good. Both need a little improvement, but at the same time, they are playing the 4th seed, you know, tonight when they're the 9th seed. So they are doing an excellent job.
Yeah, they really are. I'm trying to stay in there and fight with the other team and keep the pressure on.
You know, the Broncos, they have a little bit of a height advantage to us, and just
Right.
they're able to just, they're very good at defense. They're very, very good at watching, you know, what Regan King, what Migliori's going to be, what their next move is going to be, and then going and taking that next step and, you know, taking the ball and getting the turnover.
Guys, I just got an update from the boys' game in Hampden. The Hampden boys are ahead right now, 23-11.
And their game started at 6:30?
I believe
Mr. Brown?
so, yes.
Here, are they in halftime
Wow.
right now, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, I think they're in halftime now.
Good
Good
two
shot,
there by
yeah.
King, yeah. We were thinking
Same
the same
thing.
thing. Lucy Wells.
Wiles.
I don't even know at this point. Higgins tries to go up for 2 twice, and it doesn't fall. Hawthorne gets the rebound over to King. King to Migliori. Migliori takes for a deep 3, and it's good.
Good shot there.
Lucy Wiles with it now. Higgins, excellent D there by King, who leaves DeSantis open, though. She takes for the 3. It doesn't fall. Lucy Wiles tries to go back up for 2. She's just too far under that backboard, so it's the Warriors are going to get the rebound. Hawthorne. Yeah, so Mr. Brown, looks like there's about 3 minutes left of the second quarter of the boys' game.
Okay. They may have started a little late today.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I do believe there was a freshman and a JV game prior to
So that's probably
varsity game today. Yeah, so
because
probably,
we didn't have our JV game here.
Yeah.
Regan King goes to the line.
Our first one's good.
I think she heard me after I made a comment after her foul shots, because ever since she's made all of them. So I'm knock on wood here. Come on.
Our second one doesn't fall. Hallie,
I guess I jinxed it.
Yeah, you definitely did.
All right,
You're
I'll
starting
keep my
to sound
mouth
like-
shut here.
Starting to sound like Mr. Brown here. Anyway, we got Danica Migliori bounce passing it into King. King's going to bring it up for the Warriors. Coach Peavy is telling the girls to move, get open. Migliori for the 3. It doesn't fall. it's going to be Broncos ball, and honestly, I agree with that from up here. We saw Roundy's hand, just touch the ball. We'd hope that it's our ball and that the ref didn't see it, but he saw it, so it's a Bronco ball, which leads us to Lucy Wiles bringing it up. Tries to pass it over to Moore. Moore just wasn't there. It's going to be a foul called, I believe, was on Roundy, Madeline Roundy. Yeah. So it's going to be Bronco ball just past half. A little bounce pass into DeSantis, and Briley Bollier is going to be there for D, and I believe she's going to get a foul called on her. Yes. So that brings us to Montgomery Rice going to the line. I believe this is her second time coming in for the Broncos. She misses her first one, but she gets another one.
Another one. Just bounces off in the second one.
It's going to be another foul called. So, with the new it's MPA, right, Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Okay, so with the new MPA rules, Hampden Academy has 5 team fouls. So that means anytime a Nokomis Warrior player gets fouled, they get to go to the line right away, clock stopped, and take 2 shots.
How do you feel about that new rule there, Abby?
When it's in our favor like this, I like it. When it's not in our favor, it's
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Yes, that's a very good word to use. I honestly don't have like a set what I think about it. What do you think about it, Hallie?
Definitely different. I was like, what's the double bonus now? And my dad had mentioned that is the double bonus, and I'm wondering what.
Yeah, actually, girls, it's a national rule. All the states put that rule in this year, so no 1-on-1s anymore.
I know, how sad.
King with the last seconds left. Roundy! Oh, I thought that was going in. I really did.
Close.
So 36-43, the Hampden Broncos are leading. Definitely think we got 8 minutes left. This is we're all or nothing. We're going to switch it over to Mr. Brown to do some sponsors. Me and Hallie are going to talk about your player of the game.
Yeah, speaking of player of the game, we have 2 great sponsors for our players of the game this year. Gilman Electric and Bears One Stop. And tonight we'll have a Bears One Stop player of the game. And it seems to me Hampden has shot the ball very well tonight, but when I look at the scoreboard, we're only down 7. So if Nokomis could just get a couple more shots, they could be right back in this ball game. And I think with Nokomis, a lot of times it's effort. When they give 100% effort, they play good defense, and sometimes they don't. And so let's see if the Nokomis girls come out and give some good effort here in this fourth quarter and get right back in this game.
See, I can't do math on top of my head, Mr. Brown. I mean, I know I'm a junior, but math doesn't come easy. But our girls are down by 7 points. I mean, that's definitely a couple threes from Reagan, a 3 from Reagan, a 3 from Migliori, maybe even Hawthorne, or Hawthorne in the paint puts up for 2. Just simple things like this, I mean, I say it's simple, but it's not simple. Just some things we need to see, within the next 8 minutes. Migliori, needing movement from her teammate. She tries to go up for 2. It doesn't fall. We need to put these shots up, but we also need them to fall. You can put as many shots up as you want, but, we really need to make them. So Migliori gets a fast break. She's going to go up for 2, and it doesn't fall. King thankfully comes down with her rebound, puts back up for 2, and puts it in. So now, the Broncos, 5-point lead. Murphy with it now. Around to Moore. To Wiles. It's going to be a foul called. Coach Peavy
yes.
not happy about that call. And I mean, honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't be either, because now it's the nitpicky things, and it's it makes or breaks the game really for a team.
Exactly. It's going to get tight here. We're going to see a lot of fouls and aggression here, definitely.
It definitely would have been funny if the viewers at home could have seen me just pinch you there in that little second. Anyway, Murphy, who takes for 3. It isn't good. Roundy on the ground with 2 of the Bronco girls. It gets called for a jump ball. If you need someone to really step in there, get on the ground, and get that ball, call Roundy, because she'll do it.
Yes, she's very aggressive in this game.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, but I think that's a tough call at the same time. Lucy Wiles went for a little spin move there. She got called with a travel. Maybe just, picked up that foot, took that extra step. On the spin move, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
A little miscommunication there from Danica Migliore and Reagan King, but they both shook it off as they walked off the court. They're best friends, so it's really easy for them to communicate with each other, and they definitely knew, it was my mistake, my bad, so definitely going to come back in after this timeout, and I'm really hoping for the win. They're only leading by 5 points, so I really think that we can do this in 6 minutes and 46 seconds, Hallie.
Yeah, we just need to play tough, dig deep, find it in us, and really know what we're going for. We want to go to playoffs, right? Let's battle for it.
Absolutely. Who doesn't want to go to playoffs, Lucy Wiles with it now. Over to Moore. Moore back over to Adams. Adams is in the paint. She puts up for 2. It doesn't fall. She gets fouled on.
All right, girls, I have a update from Hampden Academy boys game at halftime. The Hampden Academy Broncos are leading 30-14 at the half.
Oh, boy.
Definitely a tough game over there in Hampden.
Do we know the rankings for the boys?
That's what I'm looking up
The
right
boys
now.
are in 4th place, and Hampden is in 2nd place. So a big point-worthy game tonight. So
I guess I didn't realize our boys were in 4th. Good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, Class A North boys is a very tough division. Anybody can beat anybody in that division. So those game scores don't surprise me at all. And it wouldn't surprise me if Nokomis comes back in that game and can get a win. But anybody in Class A North boys seems like they can beat anybody.
So Adams, she got fouled on. She went to the line. She had 2, and she made both of them. So now we're back. Broncos have a 7-point lead. King takes for the 3. The 3's a good. The 3 is a Drano. Okay?
This taking your brother's saying, I see.
This is good. This is a good game. I believe that's Moore. Over to Adams. Around to Wells. I thought that was going in. I'm kind of scared.
We could hear the inhale.
Could you actually? Yeah. That's funny. King tries to take for a deep 2, and it doesn't fall. Murphy with it now for the Broncos. Over to Moore. Moore to Wiles, sorry. Sister to sister. Up for 2. Doesn't fall. Roundy comes down with that rebound. King's going to bring it up for the Warriors. Around to Migliore. Migliore out to King. King to Roundy. Roundy Migliore. Migliore into King. King's in the paint. She goes up for 2. Gets fouled on. That's what we want. She goes to the line for 2. I believe she was fouled on, I believe Caitlin Murphy fouled her. That's, I believe that's Caitlin Murphy's 5th foul of tonight was what the board up there is saying.
Tough having her out of that game.
Oh, sorry, 2. Sorry, 2. She has 2 fouls.
Oh.
I'm blind. I just couldn't read.
It's all right.
Murphy. That's a big difference. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah, I keep track of the points, not the fouls, so.
Danica Migliori bringing it up for the Warriors. Migliori over to Roundy. Roundy tries to get her hand on there. I don't think she kind of looked. Migliori kind of looked and saw Roundy and then looked away, so I don't think Roundy really expected it to come to her. So Roundy was going to move to get open, but then Migliori did pass it to her, and Roundy wasn't exactly ready.
Slipped right out.
The 3 is taken. Isn't good from Adams. King over to Bullier. A little touch there by Wiles. It's going to be white ball. Excellent, a little shield there by Bullier. Emberly Mishu. Oh, this
Gets called 5 seconds on her.
That's
Tough.
such a tough turnover. That's a pretty difficult call there for the Warriors. That's a tough call there. So Lucy Wiles for the Broncos, who's going to see Adams. Out to her, Wiles. Wiles to Murphy. Adams to Wiles. Ooh.
Whole lot of girls running towards that ball and collision. People down, holding their heads and hustling back on.
So
Adrenaline.
I definitely thought there was going to be a jump ball called.
Guess
That's not what he called. He called the foul on Caitlin Murphy. So it was white ball. So turnover to white. Emberly Mishu's bringing it up for the Warriors. She needs help. She needs people to move. I believe it's going to be white ball. The foul was on Eve Wiles, the freshman. Emberly, Mishu, into Danica Migliori. He's going to see Briley Bullier into Mishu. Mishu's going to take for deep 2, and it doesn't fall. Murphy gets the rebound.
Murphy King throwing her hand in there, trying to get that ball.
I did see that too. I did see that. That was funny.
Good try, yeah.
Little jump shot there by Migliori, an easy 2 for
Big
her.
point
Cutting
there.
the lead there by
Basket.
2. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. If I was Hampden Academy, I would be a little nervous, but
Oh, I'm sweating.
definitely. We're going to turn it over to Mr. Brown and do some more sponsors. Mr. Brown, some sponsors?
Yeah, let's do some sponsors. How about Camden National Bank? New to us this year at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Their number is 368-4382. And then we have D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, over 40 years experience and certified. No job is too small. 938-2578. Clark's LLC, truck repair, fleet services, welding, sand and gravel, site work, and trucking. And their number is 368-4766. Thank you very much for sponsoring Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Close one here, girls. It should be fun this last few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
You're going to see a lot of aggression here. This might be longer 3 minutes, 50 seconds than you may think. It might turn into
I know. What if we go
8
into
minutes.
overtime?
Woo! Let's hope our Nokomis Warriors come out with a win. I'll be a little biased here.
I think we have the right to be, considering we're hosting, so.
Right.
girls just make me laugh just watching them. So Roundy's going to pass it in Migliori. Migliori to Roundy. It's white ball. So Roundy, I don't know if you saw that. Roundy bounced the ball off of the Hampden Broncos girl foot to get it to go out of bounds because Roundy felt she didn't have another option maybe.
White ball, and they passed it into the Hampden Broncos. Sorry, I don't know the names well, but turnover there. Oh, passes the wrong girl out. I'm not quite sure what happened. She was kind of wide open. Well,
anyway, Lucy Wiles is going to go to the line for the Broncos. I didn't see that. I missed that. I was looking at you, so I totally missed that. All I see is Caitlin Murphy with the ball drilling down the other side of the court. So I was like, did I miss something? I definitely did.
just a whole play, but it's fine. And her first shot was good, Lucy Wiles. Second is good as well.
4-point lead for the Broncos. King to Migliori. Migliori tries to get it into Hawthorne there. Wiles is just there and gets that rebound, or gets that pass, sorry. So Eve Wiles over to her sister Lucy. Out to Moore. Moore to Eve, to Lucy, to Adams. Sister to sister. Lucy Wiles over to Moore. Moore back into Murphy. Back out to Adams. Around to Moore. Murphy in the paint. Goes up for two, and it's good.
That's a big point right there. Or big basket, sorry.
You know, that was defense could have been a little bit better there by Hawthorne. But I think at the same time, you know, she's kind of scared to foul within these last couple minutes. So it's going to be called for a travel, I believe. It's going to be white ball. Yeah, that's a good call there. King came to get the ball, and, you know, Moore just came up behind her and
threw her arm up, honestly, kind of shoved her in a way. Just trying to get the ball. No aggression behind it, but ended up being foul.
King, you know, King doesn't really have an option there. King's frustrated at this point.
Tough call on Addie Hawthorne for a foul. Caitlin Murphy up the line for two. So far in this game, the Hampden Broncos have made a lot of their foul shots. And another one.
I believe it's going to be Hampden ball. Yes. So looks like Caitlin Adams is the leading scorer for the Broncos so far. Excellent D there by Roundy. Adams with it now to Murphy. Back over to Wiles. To the sister, Lucy Wiles. Caitlin Murphy. To Adams. Lucy Wiles. Eve Wiles. Lucy Wiles with it now. Moore's in the paint. She goes up for two. It doesn't fall. King gets the rebound, brings it up for the Warriors.
Good save and hustle there by Danny Migliori.
Absolutely.
Oh!
Tough fall. She hit her face pretty hard on that floor.
That's definitely a tough play there for the Warriors. You know, Migliori almost goes up for that shot, and it just didn't work in her favor. But
Reagan King hustling back, and
maybe we'll take a look at some sponsors.
yeah.
You know, no.
Yep.
No, she hit her head pretty
that was
hard.
Pretty big hit, and we got the best guy on the court right now, Mr. Bob Kreider, helping her out. So hopefully she's okay. Always hate
I
to
believe
see.
it's Moore's.
Always hate to see the athletes.
Destiny Moore's. So excellent effort by her. I definitely don't think she's coming back in for the minute and 31 seconds remaining, but she had an excellent game there for the Broncos. So her sub is Madeline DeSantis. So Lucy Wiles is at the line.
First shot is good.
Second one doesn't fall. Hawthorne gets the rebound, passes it over to King. King tries to get it over to Migliori. Lucy Wiles playing tough defense. Like on top of King there. King a little flustered maybe, who knows, but excellent defense there by Wiles, and Danica Migliori is going to try to give that tension right back. Gets called with the foul, you know, that 5 foul rule, so she's going to go to the line for 2. Her first one's good.
So far, just in this quarter alone, Lucy Wiles has had 6 foul shots and has made 4.
You know, she has 16 points altogether, so she's right up there with the key scoring players for the Broncos. So a little miscommunication there from King. You know, I think she thought someone was down in the box there. Hawthorne with it now. It's going to be jump ball. The Broncos have a 9-point lead with a minute and 7 seconds remaining. Briley Bollier tries to bounce past it into Hawthorne. Lucy Wiles is there, gets that pass, from Briley Bollier. Caitlin Murphy to Lucy Wiles. Around to Eva Wiles. To Higgins. Murphy out to Lucy Wiles.
With the Hampden Broncos up, you can kind of see them slowing down their shots, passing it around more, looking for the fouls, and then
at this point, you know, the Broncos are trying to run the clock.
exactly.
And the Warriors are trying to stop the clock. And by doing that, they're going to foul, but it allows the Broncos to go to the line and take for 2. Second one is good. King. Out to Migliori, who takes for 3. I really wanted that to go in. I really needed that to go in. Adams gets the rebound. No foul called there as Emberly Mishu and Danica Migliore are on top of her. As Coach Peavy is yelling, grab her, grab her.
All right, girls, I think it's time for us to name the Nokomis player of the game tonight. Who do you girls think?
So I definitely think that there was this one player, there was multiple players that stood out to us, and to be honest, this was a really hard decision for me and Hallie to talk over tonight.
Definitely.
For me, it was the player that came back off of injury, came out of the bag, out of the gate. She was ready to play. She was there. Excellent defense. For me tonight, it's Addie Hawthorne. She was an excellent player all around. Was just there for her team, especially coming out off of injury. That's a big thing, Hallie.
Yeah, it is. That just shows how tough of a competitor she is and a good teammate, just coming back in and trying her hardest for her team.
I agree, girls. Good choice tonight. I think Addie, we didn't even know before the game really if Addie was going to play tonight. So she makes a big difference with this team, and glad to have her back. And hopefully she can finish up the season strong.
So Adams is at the line right now for the Broncos.
Her first shot goes in.
We got 20 seconds left. King. It's going to be a foul called. It's going to be push. I believe it's going to be on King.
Yeah.
I assumed right, so.
Well, we get a little break in the action, girls. We'll be back on Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting this coming Friday as I believe, is it Lawrence coming in to play the boys on Friday?
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, should be a great game, and the girls will be on the road at Lawrence on Friday, so good luck to them.
We got some high-quality announcers coming in, if I'm not wrong, Mr. Brown. Ryan Bell and Ashton Karen, they used to announce together, so they're the OGs of this whole announcing thing. It's going to be pretty cool to have them back.
It is.
Definitely not the outcome we were hoping for. The Broncos win by 13. But I think our girls, we definitely could have seen a lot worse for this game. And our girls definitely hung in there, giving the player of the game to Addison Hawthorne, 6 points for her, 3 fouls. Just an excellent game for our Nokomis Warriors. All around, they did an excellent job. Maybe have a few things to work on for next game when they play Lawrence, Mr. Brown said, away. But definitely an excellent game from our girls and way to compete against a fourth-placing school. Let's go over some points real quick before we end the live stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. Glitch. All right. So for Hampden, oh, goodness. So I have Lucy Wiles with 14 for the second half. Caitlin Murphy with 3. Caitlin Adams with 6. Destiny Moores with 2. It's a little messy here. Sorry, guys. Danica McLeroy with 6. Reagan King with 10. And Addison Hawthorne with 1.
Yeah, so good game all around for both teams. Make sure you join us back on Friday, 6:30, I believe. It's going to be a good game where especially our boys playing. So make sure you tune back in at 6:30 on Friday. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Hope you all have a good night and stay safe.
Any public performance, rebroadcast, reproduction, distribution, unauthorized retransmission, or other use of this program is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting or RSU 19. All rights reserved, 2024.